We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rip, 11, again. Focus, hot.
Play action, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not being anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Terry McLaurin. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, I'm gun. Gun. They started still.
On play action, Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Everybody rockin' slide to the beat. Snap a night, fake tricks, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move.
11. Hey, go. Hey, Soko. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Cardinals had 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph. This one's hot.
Lawrence. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10.
Rip, 23. Darn it.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Ginger, touch!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Hey, tomato, tomato. Done.
Lawrence will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now.
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
1st
down. Here's the run to Montgomery. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll throw with Penix. It's caught. Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Let's be 19.
Here's Penix. And this is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. A play fake. Now Penix. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Brenton Strange, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 32-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Go, go. Hey, go, go. Go, go. Hey, Soko, it's hot. Hey, I'm gun. Silver.
Now Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Fred on red.
On 3rd down, H.A. across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Well, that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Looking to throw, Penix. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They'll go play action here with Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Brenton Strange with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them in the field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A throw left side, it's hauled in by Golden. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Matthew Golden, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this one over the back line of the end zone, where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To the air, Penix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now Penix. Oh, first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Cards will take over possession here up at the 44.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
24.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they certainly have the green light here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, son, this is hot.
Here's Lawrence. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, so hot. 11. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, kill. What you got?
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. Going to be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And McLaurin, the motion man right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had the luck that they saw in that first half.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, it's tough time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's second and 8. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
On red. No.
Running left, Achane. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is second and 6.
Danger.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This is Hunter. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Inside handoff, Smith. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go around. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Montgomery running right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll drop the throw. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam off, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Montgomery, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Off the option, that's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And now a fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Into space at the 45. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Run. Hey, Soko, hut.
Well, to throw again is Lawrence. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, kill. Sink right.
Oh, he fakes a spike. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Matthew Golden with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cards have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Seahawks 27, Cardinals 17.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Down the sideline he goes. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Seahawks 27, Cardinals 24. Joey Sly set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They are going for it. Penix. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Red on red. Son.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. That's taken in by Golden. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here comes second down.
Hey, run!
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So after the penalty, a break. 1st and 5. Out of the gun, here's again to Achane. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Slide for the PAT. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. Strong running at the 30. There he goes left side. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. Now Pennett's going to hold on to it. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Here we go. This is fourth down. On the bootleg, it's Penix. This ball caught by Strange. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
On the Reds. Here we go.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Down to the 10. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that should just about put a capper on this game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side. And now
being on some chill, we go 0 to 100.